Hi, I'm Becky Streepy from Glue and Glitter, and today we are going to make pineapple fried rice. Pineapple fried rice was one of my favorite takeout dishes from when Dave and I got our first apartment. There was a place that delivered to us then that doesn't deliver to our new house. It was called Chinese Buddha. It was the kind of place that you would order from like late at night when you got home from the bar. They were open until like 4 a.m. or something. And one of my go-to orders from this place was their pineapple fried rice. When we moved into this house and I couldn't get their delivery anymore, I had to come up with my own pineapple fried rice recipe, and this is it. I've been making this recipe for years and I can't wait to share it with you. This recipe is an awesome mixture of flavors and textures. It's sweet and it's savory. It's got crunchiness from the cashews. If you like a little bit of spiciness, you can top it with Sriracha sauce like I like to do. It's really got it all. And you can really use any vegetables that you like to make it, so don't feel constrained by what I have here. We'll talk about substitutions as we go. This recipe works well with leftover rice, but you can also use freshly made rice. It doesn't matter. You can also use white rice, brown rice, or a mixture. Just use what you have. That's the great thing about fried rice. You just dump it all in the pan and make a meal. Start by heating a tablespoon of toasted sesame oil in a large frying pan or a wok. If you don't have toasted sesame oil and are having trouble tracking that down right now, you can use regular sesame oil or olive oil instead. The toasted sesame oil does bring a really nice flavor to this dish, but if you can't find it, it's not the end of the world. You can use other oils instead. Next, add 2 chopped carrots, 2 cloves of minced garlic, and a tablespoon of minced ginger. Now, as you can see, I did not use fresh ginger today. The recipe originally used fresh ginger, but I can't find fresh ginger anywhere in stores right now, and this worked out just fine using a teaspoon of ground ginger instead, so feel free to go either way depending on what you have available. So saute up the carrots and garlic and ginger, stirring pretty frequently so nothing sticks to the bottom of the pan, and you're going to cook that up until the carrots begin to soften. And then it's time to add all of your ingredients except for the toppings. Add an 8-ounce can of crushed pineapple in juice to the pan. Definitely don't drain the can before you add it. You want all that juice in there. The rice is going to actually soak up a lot of the moisture that we're adding to the pan right now, and that pineapple juice is part of what gives this dish its really nice pineapple flavor. Now you can add your cooked rice. You can either cook it up fresh or use leftover, like I said, and like I mentioned earlier, you can use white, brown, or a mix. Pretty much use what you have. It's the beauty of fried rice. Then add a cup of frozen peas. If you can't find these, you could omit them, or you could use a cup of frozen corn instead. And then 2 cups of kale. If you're not finding kale at the grocery store, you could use broccoli, you could use spinach. Pretty much any chopped green vegetable will work in place of the kale here. Then add 2 tablespoons of soy sauce and 2 tablespoons of rice vinegar. If you can't find rice vinegar, that's okay. It does bring a nice flavor to this dish, just like the toasted sesame oil does, but there are a lot of strong flavors happening here, so what you're really after with that vinegar is the acidity, and lemon juice will work really well instead of the rice vinegar if you can't find it. So cook that all up, stirring pretty much constantly. This is going to cook pretty quickly, and what you don't want is for the rice to burn and stick to the bottom. Just keep stirring and cooking until your veggies have cooked through. In my case, it's the kale and the peas. You want to make sure everything is nice and warmed through. As you're cooking, the pan might become a little bit dry. That really depends on your rice, how long it was since you cooked it, what type of rice you're using. If the pan does get dry, just add a little bit of water, 1 to 2 tablespoons at a time, to keep things from sticking to the bottom. Once that's done, you're ready to serve and garnish. I like to garnish this dish with roasted cashews and a drizzle of Sriracha sauce, but feel free to mix things up. If you have some green onions, chop those and throw them on. If you have an avocado, slice it up and toss that in the bowl. Sesame seeds are lovely on this. Sunflower seeds or pumpkin seeds are good if you don't do nuts. You can omit the Sriracha sauce too if you don't want things to be spicy. I can't stress enough how flexible this dish is. That's kind of the joy of it. Once you're done topping, you're ready to serve. You can serve this as 2 main dishes or as 4 side dishes. I hope that this video has answered all of your questions about how to make this pineapple fried rice. If you have any questions that I didn't address in the video, feel free to drop them below. I'm always happy to help. And don't forget to rate and subscribe. Happy cooking!